Wait, on Genshin Impact, even the double jump is limited to a character? The factual comparison of Wuthering Waves and Genshin Impact. Bro, we know where this will go, okay? And I know the answer, but let's see. Let's watch it right now.
Finally, the long-awaited factual comparison video of Wuthering Waves to Genshin Impact, made by yours truly, Blazion. Before we start, I will make the following disclaimer. I don't care if this video upsets you. It is rooted in reality. And with factual evidences being shown and linked in the description, without further ado, let's set this question.
Bro, let's like be honest here, okay? So, if anyone like in the internet is spitting like facts and truths, you shouldn't like be upset, okay? Like that's the fact, that's the truth, okay? So the thing is that now the comparison is real here, okay? So we are not talking about opinions and thoughts, bro. This is like actual comparison.
The rest, once and for all. First point. Anniversary rewards.
Okay,
Huge community
for the
backlash was
anniversary.
made towards Wuthering Waves on its first anniversary. Some of these complaints were made by distasted Genshin fans, so let's make a trip down the memory lane. The first Genshin Impact anniversary was on September 28 on patch 2.1. The anniversary in a TLDR gave 10 wishes from the login event, 1600 Primogems from the in-game mail, 2270 Primogems from the Moon Chase Festival and smaller events, and also a single anniversary banner of Kokomi. All of this making a total of 34 pulls to be only used on the Kokomi banner. Reminder that Kokomi's Chinese voice actress got harassed by Genshin fans on a stream chat over their displeasure with the character during the anniversary. Massive backlash was also made because the company kept ignoring the player base. The community resorted to review bombing Genshin Impact's app ratings, dropping Google Play from 4.5 plus to a 1.9 ratio. Wuthering Waves' first anniversary.
The first anniversary on Genshin, like, it was so shit, bro. It's my opinion.
Is on May 22. In this patch, the players are getting 10 pulls on Gifts of Grand Celebration, 5 pulls on Gifts of Grand Reunion, 10 pulls on QB Derpy Warm-Up, 1000 Astrites on Cube, Cubic and QB, 10 pulls on Gilded Night Market, and due to the community's backlash, we also got an additional 10 pulls on another login event, making this a total of 47 pulls. Banner-wise, Wuthering Waves split into two phases. Phase 1 consists of Zani, the newly introduced 5-star character, and the Phase 1 anniversary banners of Jian, Yinlin, Jessie, Shengliao, and Phoebe. Phase 2 consists of Siakona, the other newly introduced 5-star character, and the Phase 2 anniversary banners of Jinxie, Changli, Carlotta, Rosia, and Brandt. Once again allowing the players further options to spend their acquired pools throughout the patch. Is this not enough rewards for what's expected from an anniversary? No, it's not. However, if you are a Genshin Impact player who keeps throwing jabs at Wuthering Waves, you should keep in mind that your game has more characters, the PD is higher, you're getting only 34 pulls, and you have no choice in what to spend. So don't throw stones in a glass house. Now, I know what you might be thinking about the compensation rewards from Kuro games, and that's the leeway to the next point. Second point.
Okay, bro, let's, I want to talk about something here, okay? Look, like Genshin Impact negative is like, it has like lots of characters. Like, for example, if you wait like 4 to 5 years from now, or if you wait like 3 to 4 years, alright? And now Wuthering Waves has like so many characters like Genshin Impact. Like for example, now Wuthering Waves has like 40 5 stars, 35 5 stars after 3 to 4 years. As you are noticing, like Wuthering Waves players, Jian is still playable, bro. Like I can clear the end game still with Jian. And with Mortefi, with a 4-star character that was released also on the version 1.0. Like for example, I want to tell you an example. Okay, I want a full Havoc team. So after 3-4 years, I choose Havoc team with Frolova, bro. And also Camellia Havoc team we have. Right? And also we will definitely have a new Havoc team like after Frolova. He like builds his complete Havoc team and that's it. But the problem is of Genshin Impact is that every new character is power creeping, bro. Whereas like Wuthering Waves characters, well, they are still usable. So even if Wuthering Waves reaches like the same point as Genshin Impact after 3 to 4 years, it will not be as bad as Genshin Impact. This is my opinion, bro.
You're getting only 34 pulls, and you have no choice in what to spend. So don't throw to the next point. Second point,
Okay,
compensations. The most known issue from Genshin Impact was the Zhongli incident. Zhongli had a lot of bug fixes, and the only thing the community got after massive backlash was 500 Primo Gems, a total of 3 pulls. Wuthering Waves at the launch had many issues, so Kuro Games give 10 pulls and also 3 5-star standard banner character selector.
These are facts, bro, okay? We are not talking opinions, these are facts in front of us.
Talking about pulls and rewards is another leeway for the next point. Third point, gacha system differences. The gacha system of Genshin Impact has never disclosed the actual odds, but we can get them with an average between sites showing how garbage it is when
on Genshin Impact, the pity is 90, okay, and here on Wuthering Waves, it's 80. Pity on Wuthering Waves is 79. Wow, okay, so I really don't know if this is true or not, but wow, okay. Yeah, on Wuthering Waves, it appears that it's so better, bro. Like, we have, like, not like so much better chances, but we have, like, a good chance to get a 5-star character before Pity than on Genshin Impact. This is truth, bro. This is facts. Like, no one should be upset, right?
Compared to Wuthering Waves. Now that we have talked about the character banner differences, let's talk about the weapon banners. In Wuthering Waves, the weapon banner is guaranteed. In Genshin Impact, we have 2 weapons in one banner, making an additional 50-50.
Look, bro, like, I feel like so much irritated, okay, when I lose on the weapon banner and when I was losing on the light cone banner on Star Rail and on Wuthering Waves. Bro, I don't care. Okay, so the character I didn't get, okay, no problem. I get it again, and then I pull on the weapon banner, and I know that I will guarantee it. Like, there's so much stress gone with in those banners, bro.
Homa incident, where a content creator named Tectone wasted $1,000 for a staff of Homa. Hoyover's hat.
Yeah, the staff of Homa, shit. Yeah, that was really like, after that, by the way, like Tectone said, okay, you're welcome, okay, because Tectone was the main reason why they did the fate points. But bro, the fate points, oh my god. Like, look, you have to lose the 50-50 2 times, bro, to obtain the weapon. I don't know, like maybe right now, you just have to lose the 50-50 1 time, I think, maybe.
To change how that banner worked to at least guarantee the desired weapon at the 3rd 5-star pool. This got even further changed on 5.0, where instead of 2, you only needed to lose 1. Speaking about more differences of game systems, let's talk about stamina. 4th point, stamina systems. Noted in my most known video, we have resin and wave plates in both games to time gate the players. The crucial difference between Genshin and Wuwa is that Genshin's talent domains are only unlocked in certain weekdays. Whenever players have maximum stamina, they can condense their resin so they can use it on the specific days they want. Unlike Wuthering Waves, where all domains are open, which means you can farm whenever you want, so the adding of stored stamina is a good quality of life for the players that skip a few days of the game, not as a crutch to help the players deal with the poorly designed system that Genshin Impact made in the first place.
Yeah, this is a fact, and also like about farming echoes, okay, so like echoes in Wuthering Waves is the same as relics on Genshin Impact. But guys, like, don't forget something here, that also you can farm those echoes or relics on the overworld on Wuthering Waves, right? So the thing is that, well, yeah, it takes time, so you can just track the echoes and kill them. But bro, like, it's an option. You can get those relics for free without spending energy by just killing the monsters and getting the relics, the echoes, right? So bro, like, oh my god. And also like the new thing that they added on Wuthering Waves, the farming of the nightmare echoes for Frolova. Bro, like, that is really a good addition. So players can focus like more on farming other echoes for other characters, and for Frolova, okay, they log in daily and then they kill the 36 nightmare echoes.
Stamina reminds me of the gameplay loop to build your character. So 5th point, artifact and ecosystem differences. The artifact system from Genshin has a lot of RNG built in. RNG on upgrades, and its purpose is only to stat boost while being time gated by resin, often yielding bad artifacts and bad upgrades, prolonging the grind. The ecosystem from Wuwa has less RNG built in, with less stats pool to draw from. The substats are maxed from the start. There is active gameplay with the first selected echo on field, and the process of farming artifacts costs no stamina, only tuning, making it possible to farm endlessly boss echoes in the overworld with the right crit main stats. 6th point, mobility. Genshin Impact's movement is...
Yeah, okay. And even that, bro, I didn't know because look, I don't play Genshin Impact, and also like there's like a new thing on Wuthering Waves, the reconfiguration thing, so that you can also change the main stat. That was a game changer for me. So the thing is that before that, I always like wanted to farm the cost 4 echoes, and I wanted the critical rate, critical damage, and I didn't get it because my luck was shit. But now you can even like you can change those like to any main stat you want, but also you have to roll for the substats.
Form. The substats are maxed from the start. There is active gameplay with the first selected echo on
again,
field,
bro,
and the process of farming artifacts costs no stamina, only tuning, making it possible to farm endlessly boss echoes in the overworld with the right crit main stats. 6th point, mobility. Genshin Impact's movement is a detriment on the overworld, either due to low climbing speeds, fast steps.
Bro, like before we continue here, bro, it's clear as day. The movement on Wuthering Waves is so much faster, so much smooth. Okay. It's so good, bro. Okay, you can just like run into the walls, not just climb them as Genshin Impact, and also you can fly like in certain places. In the first like place in the game you can't fly, but in the other places you can fly. But anyways, the option is there. So, bro, like it's so much better.
I mean about burning, the fact that quality of life changes are pay-gated.
And also about the stamina. You can just, on Wuthering Waves, you can just run like without stamina.
In limited 5-star characters or region locked, while Wuthering Waves movement is far better than Genshin.
Bro, the thing is that also look this
5-star characters or
like this character that is limited, and you just get her for just running through the wall. All characters in Wuthering Waves are limited like that character. If you want to run through walls, bro, get this limited character so you can run.
While Wuthering Waves movement is far better than Genshin's. Any character can double jump, you can run sideways and upwards in walls, you can even leap through roofs. And
oh shit, bro. Even the double jump? Wait, on Genshin Impact, even the double jump is limited to a character? Is this really true, bro? Oh my fucking shit. Standard characters in Genshin Impact cannot double jump, while some characters have abilities to double jump. Bro, like... Bro, it's an open world, and you always like want to jump on things. Like, why the double jump should be limited for a few characters, and that is really needed in an open world. This is so insane to have, bro. Oh my god. Let's continue the video.
Side of combat, and since 2.0, the players have flight on the new zones instead of just gliding. And before you talk about it, it doesn't matter that Cantarella has fast swimming speed. Nobody needs to swim when they can just grab a jet.
When they can just like fly. Okay, so bro, like, look, I want just to tell you guys something. When I got Cantarella, I swear that I didn't use the swimming ability at all, except when I was near water. Like, it was like, this was like 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago, after the first release of Cantarella, because I got her in her first release. 2 weeks ago from now, okay? I was like beside the water, and I remembered, oh my god, bro. Oh, Cantarella has that like swimming ability. Oh, let me try it. Bro, like I didn't need to swim with her, okay? But I remembered, oh my god, bro, like she had that ability, let me try it. And then I tried it, I like it so much. But I found to myself, bro, like why I should do that? It's not needed for the exploration. I can just fly.
That Cantarella has fast swimming speed. Nobody needs to swim when they can just grab a jetpack and fly
Yeah.
at Mach 1 speed. Disingenuous comparison that fails to make a point harder than the amount of failure you are in life. Speaking of life failures, let's talk about gooning. 7th point, sexualization. Wait a second. Characters are sexualized in a game genre that profits from sexualized characters? God damn it, El Kuro games. Genshin will never sexualize any content. Wait a second, girls can have this body and it's not implied sexualization? Oh, this one's definitely not sexual, right? What about the poses in this trailer? Totally not suggestive. Okay, so let me understand. It's okay when Genshin does it because you wanna close your eyes when you see it, but when other gacha games do it, being more sexual or not, now that's a problem? It sounds like hypocrisy. It sounds like someone is being intellectually dishonest. Speaking of intellect, let's use this as a leeway as well and talk about the color mixing system.
Look, bro, about the about the sexualization, bro, like everything right now, like in these days, is sexualized. Okay, so for example, we see an ad. Okay, so like always, they prefer to put a woman in the ad, like instead of a man. Okay, because the ad like might be like more engaging, more like, yeah, it's like a more of a hook to watch. And also they put like a beautiful woman on the ad, so it's all about that. But by the way, like, look, it makes me sad because maybe like women are treated like as objects, or like as ways to make money, or as ways to hook the person. It really makes me sad, okay? Because look, I'm a Muslim, all right? So yeah, it makes me sad, but it is what it is, bro. Okay, so it is what it is. So the thing is that also in the games they are doing this, and also like we are like seeing like many heroes in this game that are women, and probably that is like more engaging, like for many players to just like be a woman hero and just doing stuff. So yeah, sexualizing women is like it's it's a way, okay, to drive more profit, to drive the eyes of many people into the update or into this game, okay? So it is what it is, bro.
One's definitely not sexual, right? What about the poses in this trailer? Totally not suggestive. System differences.
Okay, the
Genshin
combat
Impact
system.
has elements. The gameplay revolves around mixing of these
Yeah.
elements, creating element
By the way, like, it's really cool, okay, like mixing elements and stuff.
reactions. Wuthering Waves has elements too. However, the gameplay revolves around the forte circuits of each character and the proper use of intro and outro skills. But micro things are also important. Parry and dodges, stun and stun.
And by the way, on Genshin Impact, I think they have... Wait a bit. Let me just go to the Genshin Impact here. So on Genshin Impact...
Play revolves around mix.
Okay, so on Genshin Impact, they have... I don't know what this Y is, but they have the normal attack and the skill and the ultimate, right? The normal attack, skill, and the ultimate. That's it. Okay, and they have the mixing elements. But, like he's saying right now,
Elements too.
on Wuthering
However-
Waves you have elements.
However, the gameplay revolves around the forte circuits of each character.
Okay, we have the Forte Circuit, which will refill like according to specific conditions. And then we have the attack from the Forte Circuit after it is maxed. And also we have the outro skill, the intro skill, and we have the echo. Okay, we should remember the echo. We can use the relic, like on Genshin Impact. The relics are just like there to just increase our stats, but on Wuthering Waves, the echoes or the relics are there to increase our stats, and we can use them in battle. Okay.
And the proper use of intro and outro skills. But micro things are also important. Parry and dodges, stun and staggers, and the usage of the main slotted echo from each character in...
Parrying is not on Genshin Impact, I think. And there is dodging on Genshin Impact, but there is no perfect dodges, right? There's no perfect dodges. That's what I think, okay? Maybe, yeah.
combat. Yes! There are no reactions in Wuthering Waves. The game is designed that way.
Well,
However,
but I don't care. Well, reactions is really a good thing to have. Like, maybe the developers, like, in the future update will do like something of this, but I don't really care. If there's none, there's none. Okay, because we already have like great gameplay in this game.
Says the elements are dual, it's choosing
Okay.
to ignore the fact that these
Okay, so let's just. Oh, we can put it 4K. Let's put it.
two games have different combat system identities. If you really want a color matching game, go play Genshin then, you goddamn toddler. One you mix and match colors to make elemental reactions,
No,
while
thank
the other
you.
you are playing a game
play
against
Genshin.
enemies that actually attack you, not like fighting an Illichurl that walks back and forward the entire time, and that has a billion HP on the spiral abyss. Now that we talked about the core differences between the game combat systems, we're moving to the knife point, combat system rework. Genshin Impact in 3.0 got Dendro as an element, to not only help bad electro units become viable, and revamp the addictive elemental reactions, because all the electro reactions sucked ass, and the only usable teams were electro charged Child with Fischl, a team that you didn't need to prioritize because Child would always prefer the option to vaporize. Other reactions like Shit Conduct and Overlunch were both awful. One that
Okay, so.
prioritizes basic non-elemental damage in a mix and match elemental damage game, crippling the hottest girl in
Okay, so what does he mean here? That is there is some elemental reactions on Genshin that are useless to use.
Genshin Impact. And the other one, if you're already building Kashin, using power units with Kashin was the least of your problems. With the arrival of Dendro, Dendro helped many units like Kashin, with Dendro and Electro reactions of Quicken, Aggravate and Quicken Spread, until everyone realized that a better reaction changed the meta of the game. The Burning reaction changed the meta drastically, teaching the players the hazards of global warming and to not incinerate plants, but incinerate your enemies instead. Speaking of plants, the actual meta-defining reaction is Bloom, a seed made from mixing Hydro and Dendro. This seed can either explode, or you can detonate it with Hyper Bloom, creating homing grassy missiles, or even explode it with Burgeon in a large AoE that also affects the player. All these reactions except for Burning changed the meta drastically. Vaporize and Melt were now just decent reactions, but you needed Hyper Investment, unlike Hyper Bloom, where the character that triggers the reaction is the only one that needs Elemental Mastery. You know, the stat that was almost useless before? By implementing this new element, it forcefully changed the meta of the game, making old reactions worse and bad reactions obsolete. In Wuthering Waves 2.1, the developers implemented a new combat mechanic named Negative Status.
Bro, this is really like began to be a common thing on Hoyoverse games. Like, the thing is that Hoyoverse games, they always add things that maybe are cool, but the thing is that they fuck up all the old things that came before. The developers on Genshin Impact are saying to us, fuck you and your old stuff. This is the new shit, so adapt to this. They are always doing this, bro, on Genshin, Star Rail, Castris on Star Rail. Okay, global passive. Like, oh my god, 2 years ago we didn't have global passive, now it power creeped like all before. Bro, like, this is so sad. This is so sad, bro.
Effects. We know of the names of these status, but the only one implemented was Spectrofrazzle with Phoebe and Rover. Remember what I said before? Wuthering Waves is not focused on doing elemental reactions like Genshin is. Team comps are made because of the synergy between the character kits, not elements. Frazzle exists, but it doesn't change the core of the game, adding an additional aspect of team building. And with this leeway, we're gonna talk about the quote-unquote problems. 10th point. Team building. There will always be an argument that there aren't many Frazzle applicators yet. My argument is that this is not the new core of the game. Spectre has Jinxie, a great DPS that is paired amazingly with Cantarella or Yinlin. Carlotta has a high damage potential, extremely increased by Zessie's Glacial buffs. Specific units like Carlotta, who use a specific best in slot amplifier, are further distinct from weaker teams. Hence why Zani, a Spectrofrazzle DPS, pairs best with the Frazzle amplifier. From 2.1 until 2.3, in the two patches when Siakona comes, we will have 4 characters with Frazzle in their kit.
And by the way, like, guys, they released Zani, alright? And at that state of the game, it appeared that Phoebe was the only best teammate for Zani because of the Spectrofrazzle. But the thing is that the developers knew that, alright? And what they did, they just buffed, okay, a Spectro Rover and they added spectral mechanics to her. So just like we could use Spectral Rover with Zunny. Of course, using Phoebe with Zunny will do like more damage than Spectral Rover. Of course, it will be like, I know like Phoebe will make the team move smoother and stuff. Okay? But bro, like this is an option. This is still an option because players can still use Zunny without Phoebe. So yeah, so let's see what about Genshin Impact.
So let's talk about Dendro now. 3.0, Dendro. We got Tignari, Kole, and Dendro Traveler. Tignari is a quickened DPS that isn't suitable for Bloom teams, so let's remove him from the picture. Kole Dendro application, only her ultimate is good. So basically you are forcing yourself to use both Dendro Traveler and Kole in patch 3.0 on a game that specifically focuses on elemental reactions. 3.1, Nilo was released, but the Dendro application was lackluster for the team that needed it the most. And also you would need a healer, either Barbara, which sucked ass, or Kokomi, the better alternative. 3.2, Nahida was released, finally adding the best Dendro applicator to the game. However, team-wise, the game that revolves around elemental reactions tricks certain playstyles to specific elemental reactions. So congratulations, Genshin fans. You guys won a new life skill, self-embarrassment. The biggest issue about this trivialized comparison, the core game of mix and matching elements makes specific characters for specific niches, and these characters cannot function outside of their specific niches. Frazzle is a new mechanic that is not tied to the Spectral element. Shokona has Frazzle application on her Resonance Liberation, a character that isn't Spectral in the first place. And also the mechanic was introduced in 2.1. We are still in 2.3. So the lack of team building from Genshin players is the most ridiculous argument one can make. No matter how badly you went to frame, finding anything possible, try to shit on this game, doing everything except playing your own game, from VA's harassment, bomb threats, killing animals, mass reporting games, just to spy on their communities. So it's finally time to say my own opinion that I've been waiting for this entire time. Delusion is the least negative trait you got. The only dopamine sources you get are from pulling characters with your mom's credit card, mixing and matching over saturated colors, and secretly jerking off to Genshin porn while claiming you hate gacha game sexualization in social media. You are chronically online with no desirable personality traits. And the only way to pretend you are a good person is to use that Hutao or Furina profile picture. Because nobody gives a fuck about your disgusting personality if they see how disgusting you look in person. And like a psychopath, masking someone else's personality to appear sympathetic when you only care about yourself and getting social media clout. The extents you people go to defame others and start shit because your game is and always was in a garbage state is your wrongdoing. You are the reason for why Genshin never got better, because you kept silencing the people who actually cared for the game. The beautiful thing about starting YouTube now is that I had to deal with so many two-faced.
The thing is that most players, okay, they say, alright, it's good, alright, it's better, oh, it's alright, we will get it, and they don't get it. And when they don't get it, oh, okay, it's alright, we will get it like someday later or sometime later. Look, if you really want to do a good business, like for example, like any business, bro, like not just gaming business. If any business you want to do in this life and you really want to succeed long term, not short term, long term, you should always listen to people. You should always listen to your customers. Because bro, like anything, any word that your customers are saying, they are really important. Not all customers. There are customers that are really shit and they just like care about just like ruining your business, and maybe they are just there to waste your time. But bro, just listen to most of your customers. You really will not regret listening to them. Kuro Games are listening to their players. They are doing everything that they can so that they can bring like the best game possible. So and they are doing that. Okay, but Genshin devs are not listening to players, bro. They are behind like lots and lots and things. Like Nokia, for example. They didn't listen. They didn't compete with the newer companies, with the newer shits that they were that was released in those days. And what did it happen? Well, it failed.
people across my life, so it's so much easy to find them, and Genshin's community is filled with them. Not just the community, the content creators too. A bunch of losers who cater to kids. How fucking weird is that? I might have 200 subs only in my channel, but I'm not selling my soul just to be relevant, and I want to believe that every single sub is above 18 on my channel, even if I'm just a 200 subs Andy. So that's the last point made. As you can see, not only I can give you a factual comparison, but I can also give you my own opinion in the end too. For the people who stayed until now, thank you so much for watching until the end. If you like my honesty, don't forget to subscribe. 99% of the people watching aren't even subscribed. Join my...
Okay, bro. Like, thank you so much for the video. Okay, his name is Blazian. Go, guys, and subscribe to him. Let me subscribe to him. He deserves it. He was talking facts. Look, Genshin players, I want just to tell you something. If you are playing nice or you just like want to love this game, you are not doing good for this game at all. You are just doing bad for the game and bad for the company itself. Because you are just driving the game to ruin more and more and more by playing nice. Okay? Really, bro. Because why I'm saying this? Because if you keep doing this and your voice is not heard, so they will just, the developers on Genshin Impact, they will just continue what they are doing, okay? And that will just like probably be a matter of time before the game and the company is ruined, all right? And then no one can do anything about it.